Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I love these cards. If you are new to this channel, I do 3 card pull readings specifically so we can get confirmations on energy readings, the topic of the video. So I do not handpick these cards. Uh, just want to let you know, since we're talking about shifting timelines, the numbers that came up were 911. I think that's your message for today. Pay attention to the numbers and understand that things are happening for you, not to you. That one's hard to sit with sometimes. Trust me, I understand. But the first card that we pulled here is material gain. Now that can be wealth, that can be physical reality because more than anything, we are not bound by money. Money is bound by us, and we are here to control, or not control, but energetically manipulate money in towards our bank accounts. So we are here to create abundance, and this can be in the physical form and material as in money. So the physical being like your security, your stability, having food every day, having good food, having good quality products in your home, and just being comfortable where you are. That is the main focus of stability and material gain. Now, we also have the Ace of Swords. Now, this is protection entity. This is your sign that you have protection over you. There's a golden sword and the crown, and it is your higher self, your spirit guides, your spiritual intuition is here to guide you to your right path. And now, given there's never such a thing as a right path, but in your highest alignment, because I've mentioned before, you can go back and watch this video about main character energy, but if you want to shift into this timeline, you have to accept things as they go, as they occur. So that is your biggest flex right here, is understanding that you're protected in the spiritual world and you are being guided to what you actually deserve rather than what you think you deserve or what you understand that you deserve at this very moment. So know that things are high in divinity and they're working in your favor basically. You got this. The Ace of Cups. This is Aquarius, and this is Aquarial energy. We are in the age of Aquarius. It began a while back, but we're here and it's shifting. And you can finally see the shift because collectively we're all on the same page. We're all in alignment with our soul duty. And with that shift becomes the Ace of Cups. Everything is basically handed to you. The water pours out as it comes back in. Believe my dogs were confirming that. My dogs are very spiritual creatures. Dog, God, if you can make that alignment in your head, then you will understand what I'm talking about. Your dog is your spiritual guru in so many ways. But that is your confirmation about what I'm talking about today. The energy shift is real, and sometimes it is very heavy. We go through I'm honestly surprised we didn't even get the Tower card. I'm just gonna flip some cards and see if it happens. But like, honestly, you will go through a lot of tower moments. Maybe not even just you, maybe other people in your reality will go through tower moments. Let's see. No. Uh, Dominion. Still a great card to have. We have Dominion over our existence. It is in alignment with what we want to create. And that is like the biggest thing to understand too, is the universe is trying to understand you. And I mention this a lot. The universe is already created. We're here opening doors, closing doors, shifting constantly. We're in a perpetual state of realignment, basically. It happened. I told you, and it happens. I literally, did I tell you? I didn't even, that was the only other card that pulled out. And to be honest, I kind of pulled the Dominion card out myself. That one flew out. I'm just saying, we go through these tower moments for a much bigger purpose than what we can physically understand or what we're capable of understanding. But you can still understand the basic idea of this. Like, the tower, although it does seem like a very scary card, like there's this asteroid hitting the top of this tower and everything's coming down and it's getting eaten. All of it sounds so scary, and sometimes it feels very scary. Let's be real here. Like, it can be very scary to go through a tower moment because like everything changes. Like, Your financial situation, gone. Your relationships, dead. Your friendships, I know, but you're going to be realigned with your soul purpose, your soul family, your soul tribe, your soul mate, your twin flame. All of these things will start shifting into alignment for you based on your own experiencing your own experiences of reality. So it is a lot to do with your attitude, this shift, this change. When you accept things as they are, I actually made a short video too. I'll upload that one as well in my short reels, but there's this really important message about letting the shift happen. This is like, and I'll say it again on this video, like this is the biggest form of advice you can ever receive is when you can feel a shift change, when you can feel the shift happening, let it happen. Let things go. Let things materialize because that is the universe opening and closing doors for you. So it may seem overwhelming because a lot of doors can close all at once, like I said, but a lot of doors will open right away as soon as you let go of that anxiety, that burden, that unknowingness. Well, I mean, the unknowingness is probably not going to change because the universe does like to surprise you. It's a big form of gratitude that you will receive from that shift, surprising shift. But the thing is when you accept things as they are, when you accept that, you're going to be rejected by people, people are not going to accept every little bit of you. Those are not your people. Your financial situation, you could have been enslaved in this corporation and you don't like the job, you don't like the pay, you don't like the attitude of your coworkers or your bosses, but you're still frustrated because you lost that form of financial stability. That is scary. Like, don't gaslight yourself. That's not what I'm saying. Those things are scary. They're really intense to go through these sudden changes. But when we start accepting the things that, we aren't in control of, we realize that we never had control over those things anyway. We just thought we did because we were so attached to that feeling and that emotion that we are the ones creating stability, which is true in a sense because you're opening and closing doors, but the universe is here to help us. And it really, its biggest thing, the universe's biggest flex is making you go through this tower moment so you can realize that things are going to be okay. Because when it tells you, hey, we're gonna knock you down off of this tower, and we're gonna catch you. That's what it's trying to tell you, is we are here to catch you. Your soul tribe, your soul family, your soul timeline, your higher self is here to catch you. I know that sounds strange. Like I don't see the stability, so I'm going to freak out about it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're going to create anxiety, you're going to create unnecessary trauma, you're going to create you could block a lot of your gifts. You can block a lot of your abundance by like being anxious and worrisome, and like you can like scare people away. Like honestly, you can break your own relationships by not being in alignment with your higher self. So understand that things happen in your reality, and the way that they happen is usually, and because sometimes we fight this, um or maybe not even necessarily fight it, but there's the physical reality where we're wanting to shift and change, but then there's the spiritual reality where things are shifting and changing for us based off of the physical. So when you start to come into alignment with both of those realities, you can feel that the universe is bringing things towards you based off of your wants, desires, and needs. So when you come into alignment with that understanding, things become less scary, less overwhelming. You still are in control of your reality in a way, in a sense. There's no real honest control. Like, you are being fed things in your mind constantly by the universe. That one's a way bigger topic to talk about, but the point is things are going to happen the way that they're supposed to. So let it happen. I've said that like 12 times on this video, but this is your confirmation to let things happen the way they're supposed to, first of all. So let it dig in. Let it dig in deep because that understanding is hard. It is a conflict of interest, I know. I went through that karmic experience recently. But the thing is, were you really happy before? Ask yourself that honestly. Were you happy with the things and how the things were going? Were you satisfied? Be real with yourself. Now write those things down, journal them, and feel that the positive shift is actually, like, feel the gratitude, understand the gratitude in the things that are changing, because a lot of the times we over dramatize some of our experiences. I'm guilty of it. Whew, I'm a Virgo, what do you expect? But like, we are always over dramatizing the things that are happening to us, and so we create more instability by being dramatic. Like, we, cut people off, we, which sometimes it's very necessary, but sometimes we, we block people, we we shift out of their reality because of the choices that we were making personally, and based off of the anxious emotions that we were experiencing. And so that alone is not the greatest vibe you want to have when you're trying to create positivity in your life. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to be a negative Nancy about the things that are happening, because like the law of attraction happens in a lot of ways. Like, it's it's going to come to you in so many forms, but sometimes when we are too overwhelmed with anxious activity, when we are overwhelmed by our emotions, we won't see the things happening around us. We won't see the shift, or we'll just fight it. We'll fight it the whole time. And either way, those things are not going to benefit you, because things are shifting, things are changing all the time, no matter what. Even if you're okay with it, even if you're not okay with it, it's going to change. So it's better to just accept things the way they are. And I know that you've heard that, and it's not really the ideal message that you wanted to hear at the end of this video. I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer anyway. But like, you don't, fighting the change in reality isn't going to shift your reality back to where it was. You're going to have to leave your comfort zone. And I know you've heard that one before too, but the comfort zone is where the old stuff was. That was your comfortable with negative things happening. You were okay with it because you knew how to respond, or react, I should say. You knew how to react towards it based off of your trauma. Your trauma taught you how to have defense mechanisms. Your trauma taught you how to basically shift gears when you're not in alignment with somebody else. Like, you were able to cut somebody out completely, emotionally be unavailable for them, and that is a trauma response. I know that one's a really hard one to get to, but sometimes those are necessary things. It's a whole other deeper one too. But like, these things, I really can't say this enough, but like, they happen because maybe we were accepting things that were not on our level. So when we are accepting things that are in our comfort zone, it's usually because we're okay. I know this one's gonna sound deep, or it's gonna pierce you right in the chest. I don't know. I just, forewarning. We're okay with being hurt. Nothing in this reality tells you that you should be okay with being hurt. And just because you're emotionally unavailable, it doesn't make you better with being hurt. It doesn't make you okay with being hurt. It's just you cutting off your emotions based off of something not being in alignment with the way you wanted to experience it. So sit with that one and understand it, because that's going to have a lot to do with the individual experience. But, being okay with your comfort zone, your comfortability, being okay with, eating all that terrible food, being okay with, like, with the being constantly talked down to by your spouse, your partner, your friends, being okay with the negative discourse coming into your life because it's just a simple fact of reality isn't in alignment. Let's let's be real with ourselves. Like that's not alignment. That is just being okay with the negativity in the world, which, in a lot of ways it's great. It's going to bring you a lot of like temporary comfort, but when shit gets real, you're not prepared. Usually, and sometimes we are prepared. That necessarily has anything to do with it, but the best thing you can do is give yourself a preparedness plan and shift with the reality. So, figure something out that's going to bring you back into a higher timeline. Tell the universe that you want to bring into this main character energy and you want to influence and inspire the world, and let it happen naturally. Let it flow. Let the old go and just be okay with your reality shifting. Because sometimes it, like I said at the beginning of the video, sometimes it really is hard to accept the things we don't understand. It's hard to let go of the people that we love. It's hard to let go of our past because a lot of us live in the past. I've lived in the past for a very long time. It was more so recent, some of the events that I went through that made me realize that past, there's nothing there. I got several readings about this recently too from other tarot readers. Like, there's nothing for you back there. There really isn't. And maybe it was a sense of familiarity that you were really comfortable with, but that sense of familiarity is you experiencing the attachment to it. So that reality doesn't exist anymore, and it's already let you go in a lot of ways. So it's just time. It really is just time to let things go. Let things in your past be what they were and experience the change. So that is my message for you today. I hope that reading resonated because that was just a confirmation for everything that I'm about to experience and I'm ready for it. I hope you are too because if you're watching this video, it is your message for the day. Accept the things happening because when you do, you're going to see how much things go back to your like full advantage. Like there will be things brought towards your plate that you never even knew was a recipe. Who doesn't love new food? I love food. I think I am getting better at these analogies though. But like, let yourself experience new things because new realities, that's like the best way. That's the best form of happiness because you're getting euphoria from new things. So, yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch my little short video because that will also be a really great life tip and advice for you if you are struggling with this shift. Okay? Bye.